Hello everyone, I imagine some of you must be Honda fans, and so here we are with, I believe, is Honda's first SI variation. This is the third generation Honda Civic, which that generation came out between 1983 and 1987. But Wikipedia is telling me that the first SI came out in 1984, which would make it this thing. And what makes it an SI, as far as easy identification, would be the power bulge on the hood, because it has a taller engine to accommodate the double overhead camshafts. And statistically, the internet is telling me this is a 1.6 liter engine making around 120 horsepower. But I think that might be the Japanese version. I think the US got weaker engines. But I might be mistaken, guys. So don't hold me to it. Blame the internet. 0 to 60 in 8.9 seconds, which isn't really fast by today's standards, but I guess it was it was competitive with the other hot hatches of the day. So here, Inno64, they got this nice acrylic case. That was kind of loose, so be mindful of that. The model might fall out if you hold it by the top, gravity might pull it down. Got the nice printed base, as usual, from this brand. I really like that. And there's information, an SIE-AT Osaka JDM variation. Okay, and then there's one screw holding this in the bottom. So let's take this off here. I'll probably actually put it back on the stand. I find that some of these Innos are really fragile, especially if they have like little mud flaps and stuff like that. But, oh yeah, that license plate's super thin. But I'll try to be careful. Okay, well, let's start at the bottom here. In fact, actually, let me get a better camera angle here. Okay, well, pretty nice detail. Interesting tread. Sadly, the tires are super squished. The model was screwed down to the base too hard. You'll notice is the small red toe hooks, the photo etched metal. So that's the nice thing about this brand. There's a lot of value. It's possible this probably is the greatest value of all the 64 scale cars, in my opinion. I mean, you're getting a lot for your money. We didn't even, an extra wheel set, that acrylic case with extra printing on the base. You just don't get that from Kyosho, or definitely not TLV. Even Tarmac Works is pretty competitive, but it seems on average they're pricier, so they should be better actually. But anyways, yeah, boy, that squished tire is really bothering me. Okay, well, luckily it comes with the second wheel set, so I guess I could swap all these tires over from here, depending on which one I like more. I think I like the white wheels more. Glossy black, you lose a lot of details. It's really hard to see what's going on. But it's nice to have the second set of tires. Okay, so nice printing on the side here. They're promoting DOHC, double overhead camshafts. I'm not sure what that text is there. It's super small. Let's see. Wow, it's legible. I wasn't even thinking about focusing on it, but it actually is legible. It's got programmed fuel injection, so that's pretty neat. Okay. So the black graphic on the fuel filler door is a little bit off, but I'm okay with it, I guess. There's a black printing here around the door handle. And these are much better wheels, I think. I mean, they're white, chrome rimmed, and then there's black for the lug nuts and the center cap. So that's that's a lot of work to make a wheel, right? Much more than this. This is just black all around, right? So yeah, Yokohama Advan tires. That's pretty nice printing there. Well, actually, no, that one's too bad. But again, doesn't matter because I have a second set of tires to work with. Okay, so the rear end, we got these nice thin defroster lines. I really like those. I don't like the defroster lines on many GTs. They're just too thick. This is nice. Honda, SI, Civic, a nice fake license plate, or maybe it's someone's real plate. I don't know, but it sure looks realistic. This wing isn't super thick plastic, so that's nice as well. There seems to be a little silver exhaust tip coming out here with the silver paint on the muffler, so that's good. You can take it apart with the screws if you want to modify it. Not really sure why you would have all these little holes though. Part of the molding process, I guess. Perhaps ejector pins, it pushes the plastic out of the mold. There's probably disc brakes because of the tab here. So there's disc brakes, but the wheels would spin around them. Let me see. Can we see a disc brake? Yeah, I think it's in there. It's just the holes on the wheel are so small. If I put the black wheels on, it'd probably be easier to see. But I'm not going to do that for this video. Sorry. Okay, so yeah, those taillights are pretty nice. You know, thick plastic. A little bit of sinkholes, though, from the cooling process there on those pins. But the orange delineation is nice. White delineation is nice. So in general, it's pretty good. Okay, this side, yeah, looks pretty good again. I'm really amazed that that printing is legible. It's so small. Look at my finger. I mean, look at, this is a pick for your teeth, right? So that's some small print. In fact, I would have to say that's the best print I've seen so far on 1/64 scale. That's the kind of print I expect to see on a 1/400 scale airplane. So, yeah, that's pretty good, you know. Really good, you know. Sorry, I keep repeating myself, but it's just I find it fascinating. Okay, what's also great about this brand? Reflective mirrors. So that's good. Ooh, what's not nice is this. What's going on here? I hope I can polish that out or something. It's like a stain. I hope it's not a chemical stain. Oh boy, that's too bad. And then what's going on here? There's some black here. Hopefully I can pick that off. I'll have to try later. So we're getting some quality control problems now. Okay, let's go to the front here. Honda logo. Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's so reflective. Sorry, the camera is having a hard time. It's not 100% vertical. It's also questionable if it's even centered, but at least the badge is nice. The headlamps are great. You know, there's a good separation between the orange blinker and the headlight itself. And then look at these tiny inserted, I don't know, running lamps, I guess they are. So, this is nice. I was thinking about getting like the one of those Acura NSXs, but all the brands are lazy. TLV, they don't even put black paint in the side vents and no plastic on those lights, the turn signals. Same with Hobby Japan. They only have paint here. And then what's the third brand? I forget. Ignition model. So all three of those brands making their first generation NSX, I think, are lazy. So I'm just not going to buy that model. It's not going to happen. I'll probably buy the NA2 though. Okay. Well, look at this. We got some, maybe they're decals or something, but some sort of bonnet hooks or something. Hood latches. Tiny black dots for the wiper fluid to come out, and sadly again some sort of contaminant there, the paint. Okay, so let's see here. Now look at the interior. We got a black dashboard, but I can already see some red on the seat belts, so there we go. That's pretty good. So we got two different seats actually. There's a racing seat for the driver, and hold on, I'm getting a different flashlight. That other one's just too bright. Maybe this is better. No, this is not bright enough. Okay, I'm trying to see if I can read the seat. It says Recaro. I don't know if you can see it there, if the camera can focus on it, but it actually does say Recaro in white, so that's pretty good. Alright, and then the back here is a black roll cage, some sort of, oh look at that, there's a red fire extinguisher behind the passenger seat, so that's a nice detail as well. It doesn't actually have rear seats. That ribbing is the floor, so it's definitely a raced out car, you know. Now the dashboard, I can't tell if that's an actual, it's possible there's a decal there. Hold on, let me try it from the other side. Yeah, look at that. So you can see gauges in the instrument cluster. So that is impressive. That's good work, you know. Yeah, this is definitely one of the best brands in 1/64. is better than TLV. I don't know why you guys love TLV so much. They're simply not, they're lazy. They're not doing as good of a job as Inno. Inno is putting far more detail into cars that exist on real cars, whereas TLV just ignores brakes, ignores mirrors, ignores tire printing, ignores windshield wipers a lot. They just print them on. I mean, it's just, I'm ragging on them because you see my history. I have a lot of problems with that brand. Okay, continuing on. Inno is pretty good. You guys want to edit this in there because behind this little cardboard was a set of decals, and so if you if you really want to modify this car, it seems like it's a lot of it's mimicking this Osaka JDM image here, right? The decals literally the same. So I think they actually took a look at a bunch of various modified cars and made decals for them, because I don't see these decals on this car, but they might be on other ones. So anyways, that's even more value by Inno64. These guys are really rocking it. I mean, this brand's great. Alright, so let's cut back to the rest of the video. Well, last thing I didn't really talk about is the top. But there does seem to be some black details there in front of the wing, if I could focus. And some black rain gutters or something, sort of molding up there. Okay. So I gotta say, it's this is a pretty awesome model. I mean, it's got details everywhere. Those tiny little lights underneath the headlights. That's the stuff I want to see from even more expensive brands. They seem to be lazy and they miss out on those details. The thin defroster lines, the exceptionally crisp printing at such a small scale. So I didn't even think this car was that awesome. I just thought it looked cool because it's a JDM. It's not a stock vehicle like in the photo behind. But this actually turned out to be a pretty awesome model. I'm quite happy I got it for sure. And I gotta recommend it to other people. This is a great model. In general, Inno64 is a great company. So they're not 100% perfect. It seems like this entire industry has a hard time making a perfect model. But with this many details, it's still an awesome value, I think. It's nearing resin quality, right? I mean, it's got these tiny metal tow hooks and all those interior details. It's nearing resin models, I think. Okay, well, I guess I'll see you guys in the next review. Thanks for watching.